Alright YouTubers, what's going on? I'm coming back at you with another knife video. I'm kind of doing an unboxing and first impressions video here. This is the Boker Kihon. You can see the Boker Plus box there. And let's open it up. Show a little brochure there. Knife in a nice case. Always like Boker's presentation. So this is the Kihon based on the Lucas Burnley Kihon Custom. The Kihon was also a mid-tech knife that was pretty popular. And now we have a production version of this knife. So let's go over the basic specs really quick and then we'll jump into the rest of it. Your overall length is 7.875. Blade length is 3 1/4 inches. VG10 steel. You have a drop point blade style, the flat grind. You have a 4.5 inch handle made out of titanium with a heavy stone wash on it. Your weight is 3.92 ounces. The pocket clip is right hand tip up only on that, not reversible. And it is on bearings and is of course a frame lock with a Reckhinder style lock bar stabilizer. Pocket clip is not deep carry, but it works just fine. And this is an overseas knife made in China by Boker Plus. And you're looking at a price of about 150 bucks. So, that all said, let's get into your action on this one. It is a bearing flipper. It's very smooth. It's got a nice snappy detent, as you can see there. And it's very smooth. So, nice bearing pivot. And you will notice right away that it does have some lock stick, which I'm hoping will go away, but that is a dead indicator that there is no stainless steel lock bar insert on this knife. Not even a hidden one. There's just the detent ball. Oh, that was nasty. So a lot of these times though, these knives, and you can see the oil on the blade, they come very oiled up. So if we clean that, that should probably help quite a bit. Kind of disappointing though not to have a steel lock bar insert in this day and age, but whatever. So the action is great on the knife. Very snappy flipper. Flies out of there. It's nice and smooth. Closes on itself. Pocket clip. It is, like I said, right hand tip up only carry, and it's very functional. It doesn't look great or anything. It's easy on the pocket, easy in and out. I have put this in my pocket previously doing this video. With the titanium scales being nice and smooth, it's just going to slide in and out of your pocket. So no issues there. Not a deep carry, which might be a deal breaker for some people. Ergonomically, how does this knife stack up? It's got good ergonomics. I mean, it feels, it's kind of, I want to say, kind of just a straight slab of titanium here with a little bit of curvature here at the butt. But it works. It's not uncomfortable at all. It's not like, oh wow, this is amazingly comfortable knife. It's comfortable. It's not bad. Or, you know, it's just, it works. It doesn't do anything crazy. There's no finger twirls. There's no swells or anything like that. But it is comfortable in the hand. And that grip, let's go with the reverse grip. Yeah, it's actually very comfortable in this hand. Nice flipper guard there. So that's a very comfortable grip. So ergonomics are pretty good on it. Did notice immediately when I put this knife in my hand, the lack of jimping here on the thumb ramp. Where the serial number would be. They decided, what's the serial number of these, like they're collectors or something, when they could have just put jimping there. Would have been better, for sure. I forgot to mention on the actions, you can use the thumb studs as well. They're fully functional. So, thumb studs there. They do act as a blade stop as well, but they are functional. So you can flipper it, or you can use the thumb studs. So, no real hot spots or anything to feel in the hand. Design element of this knife is awesome. I love the look of it. I love how Burnley does the very sleek and streamlined blade. You know, most of the blade is inside the handle. You don't have a lot of blade exposed. I really like that he does on his Quakens. Similar kind of design, just a little different. It's got the same kind of styling that's on his Custom and his mid-tech with the little design here, which is really neat. So it's not just a plain titanium frame lock. You've got that nice little design there. You've got a lanyard attachment here as well. Design-wise, it's great. I think it's a very good-looking knife. It's different. I gotta wipe off that blade. That is just so much oil on there. Thank you, Kaiser, for your cloth. I'll wipe off the block bar here in a minute so we can see if we can get rid of that stick. But Overall, it's a very visually appealing knife, very handsome, cool design, kind of unique. You know, not a lot out there like this. It does look like a Burnley. You can tell that this is a Lucas Burnley design, but overall, a very cool design, I think. Fit and finish, you got good fit and finish on this knife. Materials are nice, you know, 6 4LAV titanium, stainless steel hardware. You got stainless steel bearings in there, stainless steel lock bar stabilizer. The materials, you know, VG10's not. I don't mind VG10. Don't get me wrong, but you can find it on a $70 knife, you know, in that range. So for a $150 knife, I would have liked to see them use like S35 or even N690 or something in that range for the price, because you can pay a little bit more money and get yourself a titanium frame lock flipper from Kaiser, also made in China, with a better action and better steel. So value-wise, it's kind of, I feel like it's a little overpriced. I feel like, and again, this is because we're working with a custom knife maker, and you know, there's certain negotiations and stuff that go along with when a company like Boker uses a design of a custom knife maker. You know, there's kickbacks and things, and I feel like that tends to raise the price a little bit on knives when they should be a little cheaper. But you know, overall, it's not horribly expensive or anything. It's not like it's $300, but again, a little bit more money or around the same. You can get a nice Kaiser, also made overseas, with better steel. Again, I don't have anything against VG10. It sharpens easily, takes a nice keen edge. Speaking of sharpness, let's see how she is out of the box. Not the best, actually. There we go. It could be sharper. Yeah, it's doing just fine. Seems to catch right there. So it's plenty sharp out of the box. Not like Spyderco sharp. For some reason, Spyderco knives are always crazy sharp out of the box, but it's sharp enough. Won't need a sharpening or anything. Maybe a strop, and you have it where you'd want it. So the lock stick concerns me. The lack of stainless steel lock bar concerns me for the money too. I think once I clean the oil off the tang, off the lock face and such, it'll probably won't be as bad. But overall, value-wise, you know, like I said, $20 more, you got a Kaiser that's going to give you better steel, a little bit smoother action even, and a steel lock bar insert. So, you know, for me, it's kind of hard to recommend this one unless you over a Kaiser, unless you absolutely love. She's even a ZT you can get. You know, the 450 is going to have better steel titanium with a lock bar insert for actually less money than this. I think they're $140 for the 450. So speaking of other knives, let's do a size comparison. So you have the Kihon here. You have the 808 Special Edition, very similar in size. The Gale Bradley Advocate Spyderco, a little bit bigger. The Ursa Minor is a little smaller. And you have the Kaiser Guru, which we're going to do a review on this one soon. I just got both these in today, actually. They're almost identical in size, actually. So there's some size comparisons for you. Again, value-wise, it's kind of feels like it should be a little less expensive, Boker, just saying. But you know, overall, it's not horrible, and it's a well-made knife. It feels solid in the hand. It's got a nice smooth action. There's no blade play, no lock rock. A couple things I noticed: you do have some nice jimping right here on the lock bar. You've got skeletonized titanium liners, or not liners, skeletonized titanium scales. Let's see if we can catch that. Yeah, you can see those pockets right there. So that's a nice feature. That helps keep the weight down. You know, that's always something I look for on these kind of knives, because that's something I kind of feel like you should be doing. You know, that keeps the knife under 4 ounces, which, funny enough, is lighter than the little tank of a Kaiser Pilar, a lot bigger knife. But that's benefit of using titanium and weight reduction of the scales versus stainless steel. So, but overall, a cool knife. I hadn't seen it reviewed much. It's kind of been on my radar for a while. I always liked the mid-tech. I almost picked one up a few times. But then I saw that Boker was doing a collaboration production knife, and had to grab that. So overall, there's a few things I would improve on, though. That would be lack of stainless steel lock bar insert, and the blade steel for the money I feel like should be a little bit better, but not a bad knife. Very good looking. Hopefully that lock stick doesn't get worse. If I have to do the pencil trick on it, I want to sit there and say, what year is it again? Because I haven't had, the last time I've had to do that was in the Spyderco Nirvana, and that's, you know, a whole other story there. But most flippers these days, you know, like the Spyderco Advocate here has a lock bar insert. The ZT I showed has a lock bar insert. The Kaisers I showed have lock bar inserts. So one of those things I feel like it should be there for the money. But overall, first impressions are pretty good on this one. I like the design. I like the feel of the knife. There goes the furnace on cue. Hopefully that smooths out with the lock stick. I'll give an update on that. Other than that, that's going to wrap up the video. Any questions or comments on the Boker Kihon, let me know. We'll see you on the next one.